Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 10th of February. I cannot believe how quickly this year is going. I know, I must say it every week, but anyway, let's get on with your reading. I'm going to ask for 2 energy oracle cards. Hope you've had a great week. Let's see what's coming up for you this week, or next week I should say. 2 messages. What 2 cards do we have here? Please and thank you. For Leo, we have the Thinking Man, and we have Victory. Oh, what beautiful cards. Thinking Man. Now, this could be, there's obviously a lot on your mind, or you've really had to deal with so much. However, it's come out all good for you. This is the card of victory, like the 6 of Wands, I would say. Now, going back to that Thinking Man, it's as though something's become crystal clear for you, which kind of has the connotations that that's what the victory is. Let's see what your tarot says. We're going to do the usual Light Seers tarot, although I've just literally had a new tarot deck delivered and I cannot wait to use it. I'm like chomping at the bit to use it now even, and I'm like, nope, patience. Oh, 3 of Pentacles in your pre-shuffle there, Leo. Collaborative energy, working together as a team. Anyway, let's see. Leo. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Leo and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Okay. So, general energy. Oh my gosh. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Opportunity, Ace of Wands. All the readings up to now have been fabulous, and it looks like this one's going to be too. King of Wands is your challenge. He can be. 3 of Swords is what you don't see coming. 8 of Pentacles is your advice and outcome. Now, with the 8 of Pentacles next to that 3 of Swords, it's making me feel like the 3 of Swords is like, that's all right, Leo can handle that. They'll just go in 8 of Pentacles mode. But let's have a look. Jump into conclusions there. So 10 of Cups, happiness, matters of the heart, just overwhelming. Everybody's happy, like friendships, love, relationships, children. It feels like that's your victory, and that's what's come of maybe something becoming crystal clear to you. Maybe that's what your focus is. There's something that's become more, you know, for some of you, are you want to start off a family? Are you more family oriented? Or, you know, whatever it is, it's like, that's what I really want, and that's what I'm going to be really focused on next week. I'm going to clarify that already and haven't even done the other cards. I'm desperate. Honestly, I'm so excited about this one. Ace of Wands is your opportunity. Wands are our passions, our desires, our tenacity. And this is like something brand new coming in for you that's going to give you this oomph. And again, with that Thinking Man and victory, I really feel like you've had a breakthrough, and it's just giving you this focus now on what you really want. Maybe you've been in 2 minds about something before, and it's kind of like a ta-da moment, especially with, you know, the clear quartz. I think that's clear quartz that man is holding there, giving you that clarity of on a situation. Now, the King of Wands is your challenge. If this is a person, now the King of Wands can be quite demanding, fiery, a little bit up and down with their temper. They want to be in charge, so they can be a bit controlling. Bit of a narcissist, everything's about them. Possibly a Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. Yes, they can be quite a challenge when they are in that mode. So you could be dealing with quite an egotistical energy next week too. Now, the 3 of Swords is what you don't see coming. And this is upset, heartache and heartbreak. But as I said, you have the Eight of Pentacles next to it. And I feel that this is you saying, I don't know, it's almost like you're ignoring it. You're ignoring that Three of Swords. It could be somebody else coming in that's saying, you know, maybe this King of Wands is like, oh no, it's about me though. It's about me. And you're like, no, it isn't actually. It's about me. This is the independent working card. This is you putting your nose to the grindstone, working all hours, day and night, making sure that you are fulfilling your goals. And it's also about not being distracted so that you can achieve that. You know, maybe this King of Wands, you are going to have to put them on the back burner next week, just so that you can do what you want to do and achieve what you want. They're not going to like it, I don't think. But I get the energy from this is like, you know, it's almost like a petulant child wailing there, like, wow, what about me? And I'm referring to that King of Wands, I think. But Leo, you're just going to ignore them anyway. So let's have a look. Oh, left one behind. Ten of Cups, why are you here, please and thank you for Leo? I think you're used to it. That's what I want to say. We've got the Five of Pentacles. I'm not going to take all of those. It's interesting that Five of Pentacles has turned up. Maybe with that Three of Swords. Again, I don't know if that's you or somebody around you. I do get the impression you've got a bit of a demanding partner. Perhaps. Or somebody, a demanding manager or somebody that doesn't like it when you're not paying them the attention. One more, please, and thank you. Clarifying this 10. Wow, 10 of Cups. So your focus is the 10 of Cups. You want that love. And you want the focus to be more on a relationship and matters of the heart. However, you do have the Five of Pentacles here, so somebody else is also around you, maybe, making you feel like that is the wrong decision and that you perhaps feel a little bit left out in the cold about this. It could be even financially they're making you feel like you're struggling. So I don't feel this is you, Leo. I feel it's somebody else because of the thinking man and the victory card there too. Also, you have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords takes no rubbish like that. Very, again, decisive, assertive, wise, top of his game. I think you're cutting through, and honestly, I just don't know what it is. And even I went like that. It's like they are putting on a woe is me around you to make you feel that, you know, I don't know what you're doing to ignore them, but you're not got the focus on them next week, and they're not liking it. They're not liking it. But you're being King of Swords and like, well, you know what? Tough. You know what? So maybe you're cutting through to the chase of it and cutting through to the real them and finding out the bottom, the truth about them and how they're reacting. Because you've got the Five of Swords as well. Now, the Five of Swords has been about egotistical people. Competitive people, people that want to trample all over you just to get to the top. They don't care about your emotions. It's about them. Very interesting. I've never felt like this about a reading before. I've never felt that there's another person in your reading so specific to this. But you're concentrating on what you really want next week. And it's a matter of the heart. It's something you love. It's very close to your heart. Ace of Wands, look. Yeah, there's an opportunity. Just do what you want to do. It's whatever you're passionate about. And I don't think it's going to include this King of Wands. And that's why he's spitting his dummy out a little bit, or they are spitting their dummy out. Again, even if it's a work situation, you can still apply the energy the same. It's as though maybe you're not as focused on your work, for what they want you to do next week. However, there's a part of the work that you want to do and pursue. And they're spitting the dummy out going, hang on a minute, Leo, what about this area of your job? But it's not what you love. It's not what you want. Because at the moment, what's really highlighting in this reading for me, Leo, is what's your focus is also your family. Because you've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Now, this is about something to do with, could be to do with family money, family legacy, something maybe you're having to sort out some family matters next week that don't involve this King of Wands. Because you've got the Nine of Wands. This is you, I want to say, standing your ground, putting up some boundaries. Because you need to get, the focus is love and family matters, I'm sure of it. And it's like you're prioritizing. And for some reason, they're not, it's almost like, you know, when somebody doesn't get all the attention and they have to turn it back around to them, but you're having none of it. You've got the Three of Cups. And again, with this is such unity. Oh, dropped that in my candle. That was lucky the candle wasn't lit. Are you burning the candle at both ends? No. Possibly. But anyway, going back to this Ace of Wands is your chance to spend some time with the family and the people that you love. To have that determination to, even maybe you've lost touch with them a little bit lately because you've been so concentrated on this one energy, as opposed to, you know, not spreading yourself evenly, if you like. But that's because you haven't been able to, because again, I feel like you've been a bit dominated by another energy. And this King of Wands is the challenge. Also a fire sign, you may be clashing. Let's have a look. I don't feel this is you. I don't feel this is you saying, oh, I can't get into that energy of being the leader of a gang and being the leader of I don't feel that at all. With that victory card, with that Ten of Cups, no, not at all. This is somebody putting their parts on around you. Because usually they're the leader, they're the one in control. Why are you here, King of Wands, as a challenge? As I say, it could even be a manager at work. Oh, there's one underneath there. Yep. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I think they're very insecure because fours are stability, but as a challenge, they're like clinging on. They can't see the long-term plans that you're trying to put in place, because the Knight of Pentacles is here as a challenge. And the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the deck that practically stands still, because he doesn't want to rush into anything. He wants to make sure everything's all in order before going on to the next stage, making sure plans are in place, making sure the finances are there. I think that's what your challenge is with this King of Wands. Maybe they're not included in your long-term plans. Or they feel like it, but it's probably not the reality of it. But they will always turn it back to them, because the focus is on them, in their eyes. You've got the Four of Swords. Again, this is about, I think the Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation and repair. I think you're trying to, finding it a challenge to, what do I want to say? Make them see sense, make them see that that's not the case, but it's exhausting for you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Now this King of Wands likes to have that control, financial control maybe too. That just isn't sitting well. It's funny, that Four of Swords, I feel it's you. I feel it's like, oh my gosh, how many times? I feel like you're going round and round in circles with this. It's almost like that here we go again energy. The Three of Swords is what you don't see coming. Is this you? I just really don't feel it is. I feel it's them. Because that Eight of Pentacles is saying just concentrate on what you want, your end goal. Queen of Wands. The Fool. And the Hanged Man. I really think you're seeing them in a different light next week. This is why the Hanged Man is there. You're seeing the situation in a different light. It portrays that there's the Three of Swords. It portrays that there's heartache, heartbreak, but there isn't really. It's in their head. Because you've got the Fool here too. This is like carefree energy. It's totally opposite to that Three of Swords. I think you are seeing something or a situation from a different perspective. They think you're going to get in the Three of Swords mode, but you're not. Maybe they are. But it's the exact opposite. The effect that's having on you is the exact opposite to what they're expecting. Because you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is definitely you, Leo. This is somebody who's, out, they're just enjoying life. And if they're going to do what they want to do, they're going to do it with confidence too. Grab the bull by the horns. Quite independent energy. Because that leads us on to the Eight of Pentacles, and that's very independent energy. This is the entrepreneurial energy too. And so is the King of Wands. Now, it's like a battle of leadership here going on. Again, I feel like you're clashing with somebody or an energy next week that's going to give that message. But the advice is carry on doing what you want to do. You keep your eye on the ball, keep your eye on the focus of the money, even if it's the money. Keep working at your goals. Don't be distracted by them. I feel like they're behaving like a spoiled child. Thank you. Oh, gosh. And one more. Oh! That's clarified by the Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. They should be careful because you're here reassessing something now. It's like, is this worth my time and energy? Now, again, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, but these pentacles in the soil here, it's been going on a while. That's grown roots. And it's a case of, do I continue doing this and watering this and nurturing this relationship energy, or do I sow some new seeds elsewhere? Maybe that's what your focus is. Your advice is to reassess, because you've got the Ace of Swords, and that is about clarity of mind, and that is about focusing on one thing and getting that those answers, those logical answers, not with any emotion involved with it. And I do really feel like, again, look how she is literally looking the other way and eyes closed, like, I'm not putting up with it. We also have the Two of Wands, which is, oh, maybe we should do something a bit more, or I should do something else. I should go elsewhere. This is my should I, shan't I card. Very, again, contemplative, the same as the Seven of Pentacles. Is there more to life out there? Is there a better opportunity for you? I think they need to be careful, because that is where you're heading. But that's where, this isn't their reading. This is what I mean. I feel like there's a third, I'm reading for both of you, and I'm getting both sides of it. It's very odd. I've never had a reading like this before. I've never had a reading like this before where I can really feel this other energy here. Gosh, that's a quick reading too. Oh no, it wasn't. It's 21 minutes. That is bizarre, because I thought it was about 15 minutes. Right, okay, let's see. What does the Rose Oracle have to say? What other messages are here for Leo, please and thank you? We have sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. Can you see that? That's in focus. They don't really focus on these cards very well, but they are quite blurry anyway. Oh my gosh, there's a lady who's pregnant in the middle of those two chaps there. I'm going to read from the booklet on that one, because I already had it in my head about this, and that just really, it is like you are dealing with two different, like this person changes and has two very different personalities. That's not what this card means, by the way. It was what it's making me feel. Well, let's have a look. Brothers of the Rose. I can't remember the last time I looked in this book, actually. Oh, here we go. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising. It could be that you're being called to work on ancestral healing of the paternal line. It could be an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you. Or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. Is that saying that you need to be in more of a masculine energy to deal with this King of Wands? That's how I read it. Anyway, let me know how that resonates, Leo. Very interesting reading. Before we go, I have got a little favour to ask. Now, if I asked you this last week, do forgive me. I've forgotten who I've asked. But I do have a really good friend who's got a fantastic tarot channel. And I would be so thrilled if you could pop over to her channel, give her like a subscribe even, if you could. I know that's, a bit cheeky asking, but when you see her readings, you'll understand why. She's very different to how I read. But her last reading that she put up, and I have never watched a reading like it. It had me laughing. It had me quite emotional. It so resonated with me on 2 occasions. She's also, I hold her in high regard also. She's a mental health nurse. Just love her style of reading, and I'm pretty sure you will too. But just take a look. That's all we're asking, and we'd be so grateful for you to do that. I will link her channel in the description box. So, and if I mentioned it to you last week, I just want to say a massive thank you, because she got so many more subscribers coming from this channel, and I just can't thank you enough. She also said what amazing people, what amazing followers are on this channel, and I can't agree more. So thank you for that, Leo. I'll leave it there. Have a great week, and watch out for this petulant child next week. Take care.